Flickering lights cast ominous shadows in Sarah's living room. Amid the eerie silence, Sarah, our protagonist, senses a chilling presence. A mysterious figure lurks outside, its haunting past only hinted at in fleeting glimpses. The room darkens further, and Sarah finds herself drawn to an ancient book resting beside a creepy doll. As she opens the book, questions fill her mind. What is this? But before she can find any answers, the pages begin to turn on their own, pulling Sarah into the dark tales within. Sarah's mind flashes back to an abandoned toy shop on a cold, forgotten night. The moon was a pale witness outside the frost-glazed windows, illuminating the forgotten relics of childhood inside. Nestled in a dusty corner, Sarah found an unusual doll. Its glassy eyes seemed to hold a secret, an echo of something sinister. This was no ordinary plaything, but an artifact steeped in malevolence, its origins shrouded in mystery. As Sarah cradled the doll, she felt a sudden chill, as if the doll had whispered a curse into the silent, frozen night. The moment was fleeting, yet it left an indelible mark on her soul. It was as if the doll had chosen her, bound her to its dark purpose. The connection was instant, tangible, a thread woven through time and space. Back in the present, Sarah's attention was drawn to an ancient, mysterious book lying next to the doll. Its pages seemed to turn of their own accord, revealing tales as dark as the doll itself. The stories hinted at a haunting figure, a specter that lurked in the shadows of her past. The doll, the book, the figure, they were intertwined, pieces of a puzzle that Sarah was compelled to solve. As she delved deeper into the mystery, an unseen force stirred. Back in her living room, Sarah's Christmas tree ornaments begin to shake violently. Sarah realizes she must confront the ghostly figure in a dream. A decision made not out of choice, but necessity. As the lights of reality dim, she finds herself stepping into the hauntingly familiar landscape of a night-shrouded forest. It's a dream, yes, but a surreal one, tinged with a sense of foreboding. The woods, gnarled and twisted, seem to whisper ancient secrets in the chill wind. It's as if time itself has stood still here, suspended in a perpetual midnight. But Sarah is not alone in this haunted wilderness. A figure emerges from the shadows, its form shrouded in mystery. It's an entity she's come to know all too well. The figure that's been watching, waiting. The figure from her nightmares. In the silence of the dream, the figure speaks. Its voice, a chilling echo, carries a weight that transcends the boundaries of the dream. It unveils a story from a time long past, a tale of tragedy and loss. A story that is, to Sarah's chilling realization, her own. The figure is not just a specter of fear. It's a ghostly mirror, reflecting a part of Sarah's past she'd buried deep within her. A past she must now confront. Face your nightmares, Sarah, it says, its words cutting through the dreamlike haze. It's a challenge, a provocation. But behind the sinister grin, there's a hint of truth, a dark wisdom. To break the curse, Sarah must confront not just the figure, but her own buried fears. She must face her past, her regrets, her mistakes. As the figure fades back into the shadows, Sarah wakes. The dream may have ended, but its echoes linger on. Her heart pounds in her chest, her breaths come in short gasps. But in her eyes there's a new light, a spark of determination. The chilling confrontation has not weakened her. Instead, it has awakened a courage she didn't know she possessed. A resolve to face her fears, to confront her past, and to break the curse once and for all. Face your nightmares, Sarah, the figure says, leaving Sarah awake and filled with the newfound determination. Sarah stands in a graveyard under the cold, starless night. The air is thick with an eerie silence, broken only by the distant hoot of an owl. She's here to perform a ritual, a desperate attempt to break the curse that has been haunting her. In her hands she clutches an ancient book, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and incantations. It's the same book she found beside the creepy doll, the one that seems to be at the center of all this supernatural chaos. As she begins to recite the words, her voice trembles, echoing through the stillness. The ritual is complex, filled with strange movements and whispered chants. But Sarah performs it with a determination that can only come from someone facing their deepest fears. As she continues, the wind picks up, rustling through the bare branches of the trees surrounding her. Suddenly a figure materializes from the shadows. It's the mysterious figure, a chilling presence that's been watching her, always watching. His laughter pierces the night, a sound as cold as the icy wind. Face your nightmares, Sarah, he taunts, his voice filled with a cruel delight. Sarah presses on, her voice growing stronger as she continues the ritual. The words seem to take on a life of their own, swirling around her in a haunting melody. As she reaches the climax of the ritual, a shocking revelation hits her. The figure, the haunting presence, is linked to her past. A dark family secret, buried deep within her memories, surfaces. The figure's laughter rings in her ears as the truth dawns on her. "Face your nightmares, Sarah," he repeats, his voice a chilling whisper against the wind. But Sarah is not deterred. She's come too far to back down now, and she steels herself for the final incantation. "You can't escape the past," the figure chuckles. But Sarah knows better. She knows that sometimes the only way to move forward is to confront the past, to break free from its shackles. And so, under the cold, starless night, she continues her ritual, ready to face whatever comes next. Sarah, filled with determination, faces the figure head-on. A tense silence hangs in the air as she stands her ground, staring into the eyes of the haunting figure. It's a chilling sight, a spectre from a forgotten past. But Sarah's resolve is unwavering. She begins to recite ancient verses from the mysterious book, her voice steady and clear. The air grows cold and the figure seems to flinch with each word. It's a battle of wills now, a test of strength between the living and the supernatural. "Your curse has held me captive long enough," Sarah declares, her voice echoing through the eeriness of the night. "No more." The figure, a symbol of her nightmares, fights back. It attempts to cloud her mind with visions of fear and despair, but Sarah doesn't falter. She's armed with knowledge and courage, the two most potent weapons against the darkness. "Your power feeds on fear, but I am not afraid," she proclaims, her voice resounding with defiance. The figure staggers, its form becoming less distinct, less terrifying. Sarah's words continue, each verse of the ancient text a blow against the figure's hold. The tension is palpable, the air thick with anticipation. It's a standoff between the past and the present, a clash between fear and courage. Her voice rises, an unyielding force against the figure's onslaught. "I reject your curse, your power," she asserts, her words a beacon in the dark. "I am stronger than you." With a final resolute declaration, Sarah breaks the figure's hold. "Your reign of terror ends now," Sarah declares. The figure wavers, its form dissipating into the darkness. The silence that follows is deafening. The night seems to hold its breath as Sarah stands victorious, the curse broken, her past finally put to rest. She's faced her nightmares and emerged stronger, a beacon of hope in the face of fear. And with that, Sarah's battle against the haunting figure ends, marking the beginning of a new chapter, free from the shackles of the past. Finally, the figure starts to weaken. The chilling atmosphere begins to dissipate, the shadows retreating to their corners. The once powerful figure, the embodiment of Sarah's haunting past, now stands feeble, its influence waning. The ritual, steeped in tradition and strength, has proven its power. Sarah stands tall, her courage burning brighter than ever. She's no longer the scared girl who opened the mysterious ancient book. She's a warrior, a survivor, a beacon of resilience. She's faced her deepest fears and confronted her darkest nightmares. She's discovered the cursed doll's malevolent origins and unveiled a tragic connection to her past. The figure, once a towering menace, now crumbles before her, its chilling laughter turning into a desperate whimper. The curse, once a binding chain, now shatters, releasing its hold on her life. The figure fades, its form flickering like a dying flame, until finally, it disappears. Sarah's home, once a playground for the figure's twisted games, is now free of its menacing presence. The once trembling ornaments rest peacefully on the tree, the flickering lights now shine steady, and the once chilling whispers are replaced by the comforting silence of the night. Sarah's heart, once racing with fear, now beats calmly. She's not just survived, she's triumphed. She's not just broken the curse, she's freed herself from the figure's terrifying grip. The house, once a battlefield, is now her sanctuary. She looks around, her eyes taking in the peace that now fills her home. Her fingers trace the spine of the ancient book, a grim reminder of the nightmare she's lived and conquered. She closes the book, its dark tales no longer a threat. She turns to the doll, its once creepy eyes now lifeless. She picks it up, a symbol of her victory, a testament to her bravery. She places it on the shelf, a constant reminder of the night she faced her past and won. "Merry Christmas," Sarah whispers to herself, a smile spreading across her face. She's not just celebrating the holiday, she's celebrating her newfound freedom, her victory over her past. The peace she's longed for is finally hers. She's not just survived the night, she's reclaimed her life.